So we had our pre-wedding shoot with Z Wedding and Ling. We actually did another pre-wedding shoot before this session, which was conducted in Taiwan. So based on our comparison, we actually did enjoy both sessions actually. So in Taiwan, when we took the photos, it was more towards the background rather than the story of our marriage and how we met and everything. So when we actually experienced Z Wedding's storyboarding and all the consolidation of the different photographs, it actually looks better and it actually tells a story rather than just looking at pictures.
And Joey made the photo selection process very clear for us. So she put all the photos that we take together, she lay out for us. So when we are selecting photos, we are not just trying to reduce the number just to hit our package, but we are selecting series of photos that really tells our story, so that whatever photos that we get, ultimately they are very coherent and that we can be able to share a very coherent story about us to our wedding guests on our wedding day. So I think that was very helpful because in our Taiwan shoot, our selection process, it was very jumbled up. When we were selecting photos, a lot of the photos are not in this sort of concept or series. They are all skipping different scenes, so it was very confusing. So the overall feel that we get from Z Wedding is they're very honest people and they are professionals that can really guide you and tell you what to do. Yeah, but in Taiwan it didn't feel as honest. So I think here you really feel like you are in safe hands and that people here are not just out to get your money, but they really care about you and want you to have a very good pre-wedding shoot experience.
In terms of how the photo shoot is taken, usually guys are less expressive and they need more prompting. So in comparison to Taiwan and Singapore, personally I feel that Z Wedding ones has more feeling when they prompt, and then they also have their own input, and then if the input makes sense, then of course you should follow because ultimately the story is supposed to match. Yeah,
I think the outcome of the photos bring out the best smile in my partner. I can see that he really enjoyed the shoot, and I think Amber and Jackyz, they are a very good duo. So when they make certain jokes or make us laugh, it really makes the whole process very enjoyable. So I think it really bring out the best smile in both of us.
Okay, so in terms of our story, mostly goes towards Gardens by the Bay because usually when we're out on dates and we're trying to get to know each other, you want to have a casual walk and then to talk to each other. That Gardens by the Bay was a very key place in our hearts. And then for Sentosa, that was the first time I actually asked her to date exclusively. So that place holds a very memorable spot in my heart as well as hers.
I think when you are planning out to do your pre-wedding shoot, right, doing in Singapore is sufficient because at least for us, a lot of our experiences are in Singapore, and so Taiwan wasn't as meaningful because a lot of the locations were just locations, so it didn't hold any meaning to us. So I think if you are doing a wedding shoot in Singapore, you should come to Z Wedding and Ling because they made the whole process very seamless, and also I feel like they are very good professionals who are very honest and trustworthy. They will be there to reply any of your queries, and they made the whole process very enjoyable as well. So I think knowing that our pre-wedding shoot photos turned out so well, we are very glad that we came here.
Well, I highly recommend Ling and Z Wedding because I think the entire experience is very thoughtful. There's a lot of different considerations that they will propose as well, so as to make your experience more towards you rather than a template. So I would highly recommend this place.